Hey, you know what it is. And y'all know it is Monday. No more best of seven. Now we're down to a best of three. Going into the third week of strength and conditioning in Colorado, we got all kinds of updates for you. You know what time it is. It's Uncle Neely. It's Big Dog Chico. Deuce Scoop coming on board as well. It's the morning run. Let's go.
Good morning to you. One day after Father's Day. Just want to wish you guys once again. We hope you guys had a great Father's Day on this Sunday. You guys spent time with your family and did what you had to do, and now you feel special out there. We appreciate you joining us on the morning run, where we are live Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, or it's morning somewhere, on the pregame network. Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico, Deuce Scoop. 11 a.m. Mountain Time. We're live. Good morning. How you doing, Unc?
Bo, 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 bo. Big Dog Chico. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good to go.
Let me tell you
I'm
something,
barely making
Chico.
it. I'm hanging on.
Why you
I'm good
barely
to go.
making it, man? You had
Man,
a half a bill for Father's Day?
No, I didn't. Well, I had my back still hurting. My calf muscle still tight. My quads hurting from running, jumping, lifting this whole weekend. Going on a lazy river, but not really a lazy river because I got to keep pushing because I got my little one with me who's like a
Yeah.
center block. So
Yeah.
it was a workout this whole weekend, man, but it was fun.
Keep on pushing.
Yeah, I had to keep on.
I got to tell you this, Chico, and tell the audience this. I know we exchanged some text messages. I know we said it as we got off the air the other day, but man, again, man, happy Father's Day to you and Deuce and Scoot, man. Two great dudes. I wish people could see. Maybe one day we'll put it in the book. Our private text message chain. Like, you dudes are some great dads, some active fathers, make sacrifices for your family, therefore. And it's like, we do this sports show. We have a great time. We talk about way more than sports. It's less ESPN and more what the. But
Mhm.
said that, man, the fatherhood part of it is never on the back burner. So glad you guys got to have a, safe and productive Father's Day out there to everybody in the chat as well. And you know what to do in the chat when you step in. You got to check in. You got to let us know where you're watching from. Uh,
Indeed.
Salisbury, North Carolina in the house. Montgomery, Alabama. Oh, now
Gump
checking in.
Town.
Yeah.
I
Who else
tried to throw up an M, but I don't know what happened, but you know what it was. Gump Town.
I
and
can
that
throw
and
that M
and
real quick, and we throw that M from Mississippi.
yeah.
They M. I ain't number West Side now.
That's, that's all it is. He's like, I can
Yeah.
throw that M real quick.
Oh, I'm a little bam. Look at that. I'm saying, where are you
And
from?
before we move on,
The
because you said I
script.
would probably say thank you, I want to say thank you, and I appreciate it. The same to you, big brother. Way to go. Appreciate you and all the things you do and being a father out there and a great role model for a lot of young men and women out here in this world today.
And I
So,
tell you one thing I really love, Chico. This new merch that's dropping. I like how I'm on the screen. You down here, you really can't see. You are like,
it's okay though. It's okay because I could bam. I could do
Oh!
that. Live and in effect. Shop now open. Y'all can go to the website. Did I put it in chat? Yeah, I'm gonna put it in chat right now. Y'all can just copy and paste that right there and go check it out right now. We got more stuff coming as we go, as you guys check out. So if you look on it today and then look on it again 2 days from now, you might see something a little bit different. So if I was you, I would check it probably twice a day because it's constantly getting uploaded and updated with some merch from Unc and Chico live and direct and in effect.
And the morning run. Man, I love
And
that
the
morning
morning run
run,
on there
man.
too.
You got the morning run to put the morning run up, man. I love that one.
Well, hold on. I didn't have that one set up, but I can let me see.
Oh, we live.
We are live.
Yeah. Abilene, Texas in the
Unscripted.
building. 863 Polk County in the house. I see.
Abilene, Texas. All right, down there near my neck of the woods, down in San Angelo and Midland and wait, hold up, Odessa, Texas.
Hey, Cordarius, you got to give us more than Cali. Cali a big state now. Like, come on.
Killer Cali is the state. It's Northern Cali, Southern Cali, the Valley. Where you at? Shout out to the Bay Area too.
The Yay area.
Yay area. Like that. Speaking of yay areas. Let me see. I gotta reject that somehow. But yeah, we got some merch going right now. We got the Uncadelics. Gonna have another version of the Uncadelics coming too with the colors. But I like this classic one. Kind of remind me of like an old school Dr. Dre feel or something. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Uncle Douglas in the house, man.
Everybody who rests around with Uncle Neely. We got more stuff coming. Y'all just make sure y'all get on there, click on there, support the squad, and get you some.
Bam!
Easy.
Morning run, T.
And got the logo on the back.
They ain't got the logo on the back.
Bruh.
Hi, bruh. Muskego,
Yeah.
Grumman House, Arlington, Texas in the house, Firestone, Colorado. They got to be Louisiana Glen when you see Firestone CEO in the building.
So yes, we got it up for you guys. We appreciate y'all supporting us, checking in. And who's gonna be the first one to order while we're on live right now? We'll give you a nice shout out once they come up through.
Yeah.
Lombard, North Carolina. Hello, Arthur White, Tanya Harris, Elanissa, Smuggles, KB, Carlton Webb, Carl W, Kadarius, and Taylor Made. What's happening on this great Monday, man? I know we got the NBA Finals still going on. Another week of Colorado Buffs football popping off. Coach Swayze, the difference maker, getting those guys right. Jordan Seaton looking like a number one pick. Defensive line flying around. A lot of other things going on in sports where we're gonna cover today. Where you want to start at today, though? Uncle
Yeah, man.
Neely?
Let's start them NBA Finals, man. You know, when that first one, Game 3, was headed to the Indianapolis Pacers home crib, the field house, I said, man, I really don't think this one is a must win for either one of them. But when they got their Game 4 after OKC didn't win it, I said, okay, now this one is a must win for OKC, and must won it they did. Yeah, and so now this series is 2-2. Man, it's amazing how psychologically and even mathematically the difference between 3-1 and 2-2 is. It ain't but one game. But damn, when you just hear down 3-1 or it's 2-2 is a major difference. So it's 2-2 now. So now it's a best of 3 series. And these finals have not been watched, by major audiences, but it's been some great basketball, Chico.
Yeah, they said, do you think the Pacers could pull it off? Well, first of all, let's go back to the previous game in the field house. And they had that game, I think, down to like the last couple minutes. They had the game. You saw a lot of former Pacers in the building, Jalen Rose, Reggie Miller, a couple of other guys out there. But like, how did they just lose their game at the end like that? They had everything in control up until that point, and then a couple turnovers, timely offensive rebound from Chet. I guess I'm answering my own question right here with a Caruso with a with a steal. The Pacers gave that game up. I think you can give credit to the Thunder too, but the Pacers gave that game up at the end of the day. We'll have to find a way to close out.
Well, now if we attribute it that way, and I'm not saying we shouldn't, if we attribute it that way, we even. We both gave 1-1 at home, the first one at home. And so now it's 2-2. Let me tell you, man, I've been rocking with OKC all season long. Chico, as you know, I watch a lot of basketball, college and pro. I was just watching the playoffs.
You watch hoops, remember?
I watch
hoops.
I watch hoops. And so I've been on this OKC way because clearly they've just been a better team in the NBA all season long. But I got something that's concerning me, Chico.
What is that?
They won, but I don't like the way they winning.
Meaning, like, with Shea doing what he's doing, talk to us. Break that down.
I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down to his very last compound. During the regular season, 82-game regular season, these guys had like this rhythm, swagger, everybody getting involved. Now it's one-on-one ball, and it's like hard one-on-one shots. Like they working their asses off for it. Like, So let me hit you with some stats, Chico. I'll hit you with some stats because Neely will lie to you. Chico will lie to you easily, quickly. These stats.
He just proved what he said. Neely will lie to you.
I nearly will lie to you. Well, I struggle with my
He
lies.
said he
Chico,
followed it up with
they
what?
just roll off like he's just magnifique with the lies. Chico, these brothers, OKC, in the regular season, average 27 assists a game. Their 3 lowest assist games out of all seasons since they tipped off in November to Saturday night. The 3 lowest assist games they got is game 4, 11 assists, game 1, 13 assists, and game 3, 16 assists.
A lot of one-on-one
Like
basketball going on.
they have gotten to the playoffs and do not, and it could be, and it's not just the playoffs, it's the finals. So let me give credit to the Pacers defense and what Rick Carlisle has drawn up. I don't want to take anything away from them. But you go from 27 assists in the season to 25 assists in the playoffs, and now you get to the finals, and sometimes it's 11 and 13 assists. But get this, in game 4, the MVP, SGA, he ain't have an assist the whole damn game. The first time in 5 years he done played a basketball game without an assist.
That's huge.
And as much as I picked OKC because what they did in the 82 games. What I'm in these finals, like, damn, y'all. Can we work the ball around and get the good look? And again, I can't take anything away from the Pacers defense that's creating this. But the last time that they had assists with the numbers they're doing in the finals was literally game number 82, and none of the starters played that game. That's the last time they had less than. All the other games in the regular season, 27 assists average, 25 in the playoffs. They get to the finals cranking out 13 with the star player having 0. That's because they win. It's tied. It's 2-2, Dukes. But I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, I think outliers scare me, right? And when you see things that happen that aren't routine and that aren't characteristic of a particular team, and they still are somewhat successful, I'm like, bro, like, is this like foretelling something bad that's about to happen? I think this the rubber match. Who win this one wins to me. I don't think nobody's gonna get thrown.
Wait. I'm gonna say that.
Hit him with the rubber match
by himself and let him say that again because he done called a shot.
Yeah. No, I think this the rubber match, man. Whoever wins this one gonna win it. I really thought the Pacers had their shot. I even said, you know what? All the stats say this, and I gave a very potent speech about why OKC should win. And I said, well, the Pacers just janky. And then I picked the Pacers. And it looked good for what? Out of 48 minutes for about 44, maybe 42. Getting to the fourth quarter, you said, oh, here they come. And really, it was really about the last 4 minutes, man. You saw, that last spurt is really what the Pacers usually do to everybody else. So now we're stuck where the Pacers haven't lost back-to-back games since when? It's I don't know if it was March. It was some crazy stat. No back-to-back games in so long. But now you got what me and Uncle always say: unstoppable force, immovable object. And I think whoever prevails tonight is going to win this series.
Yeah, big time game from SGA. 15 points in the fourth quarter, huge right there. 17. For the Pacers, I think they went on a 12-1 run and finished out the game. OKC did. So, it's about finishing. If you're in the locker room, Coach Rick Carlisle, you say, hey, man, we got to finish. We have to finish these ball games. Now, we've come down here and stolen one in OKC before. Let's come down here with that same mindset. You
can't give games back in the finals, dog, especially as an underdog. That was your game to win. Like, it's really making me be like, man, that was a great game plan. You extend, and exactly what I said was going to happen. They extended defense on SGA 94 feet for a lot of the game, making sure that he wasn't able to get into the floor of the offense. But what he did in that last part was he said, all right, you're going to give me the ball? I'm going to make y'all pay. And we haven't seen him be that aggressive in this series. We've seen times and we've seen spurts, but we're talking about game on the line. He went what the hell? And then he began to be the clutch player that we had been seeing Halliburton become.
Yeah,
and it really negates. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chico.
No, I was just gonna say that you're right. That should have been Halliburton taking over at home. Most definitely.
He tried. He was missing. You
Oh
know,
man, yeah.
like I think the boot hole got tight. Pause. I think the rim got smaller, the lights got brighter, his daddy jeans got in the way. Something happened, where what typically was falling for him wasn't falling, and then the uncharacteristic turnovers by him and the rest of the team in the last 4 minutes. It almost looked like, man, did Vegas make a call? Like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
I was like, man, this is like, what is? But nevertheless, shout out to OKC for doing what they did, and what you just articulated, Dukes. It really negates my assist analysis, because the way that SGA just took over, he wasn't gonna pass the ball. Like, he had made his mind up, like, nope, Kobe mode. I see 3 on me. That means 2 open. But to make this bucket, or they finna foul me.
Absolutely.
And the way he got his baskets at the end. One, he got one from the perimeter that made people like where you couldn't sag off of him anymore. So once he hit that 3, I said, "Nah, they in trouble now. It's barbecue chicken." Because at this point, you got to extend to defend at that point. And then basically he just started even when they used the point guard on him, like, bro, yes, he's scrappy, yes, he gets under him and all of these things, but man, all he has when he rises up for that between 14 to 18 footer, you can't block his shot from there. Not with him.
Yeah.
No.
This a free throw from that point.
SGA got a block on a block the 3. And I tell you the one did for me with that slight push off, which I'm glad they didn't call an offensive foul, because that's just ball. And then that 2-step back when he nailed that one, I was like, he in his pot now. He cooking.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it was slight push off, and it was a 1998 travel.
Oh yeah,
ain't no travel no more. We'll call it 98.
No, let me tell you, Deuce. I screamed out, "Damn, he traveled!"
Yeah,
and then when I watched the replay, because of course they go show the replay, I was like, all right. I mean, it's a James Harden, like it ain't, but if we were playing the 12 goals over here in West Jackson, ball up top, man, you travel.
Yeah, not even no question. Like, man, in our day, when Chico was out there with the hook shot, bro, no,
that's a walk.
That's a walk.
Ain't no walk.
And to Smuggles KB and Wayne Morgan.
Chico, we saying that.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard it wrong. My bad.
It's all good, man.
We all got the damn fist ball. Let me give a shout out to Wayne Morgan and Smuggles KB. I meant that double entendre. Jeans and jeans. GENESJEANS. His daddy jeans. Because you mean his daddy had them jeans on the other night. He was like, "Daddy, you wrong with them jeans." But then his daddy's jeans. Yeah, y'all get it.
Then his auntie Jean, who was at the game, but that's another story. Y'all might not have seen her. Dukes, the scoop, is live with us today. How you doing, man? You had a good Father's Day?
Yeah, it was cool, man. Shoot, when I shot some BB guns yesterday with Cam.
Shot a BB gun in so long, boy.
Man, what? Shot some BB guns, baby.
I got shot by a BB. Well, it was a pellet gun.
I bet you did.
But I got shot.
Because I done shot a Chico with a BB gun, so I bet you done got shot.
How you get shot with a BB gun, Chico?
Big little kid messing around in where we was on the base. Where we grew up at, just playing around the kids. People had guns. Next thing I know, I saw a gun pointing at me, and then pow, right in my leg. Somebody just shot me. Y'all went from playing to somebody just shot you with a BB gun? I don't think they tried to. At least that's what they said. Yeah, that's what they said. But you did see him pointing at you. I remember it pointing at me. I was like, what? So,
the joke I shot him because he asked me to shoot him.
Shoot me with.
Well, you know how you pump them things up? Yeah. We had that Daisy 840. We were pumping that thing up. I got about 12 good pumps of that son bitch. And Tony came out of the porch and said, "Oh man, shoot me!" He put his hands up like that.
Okay.
Well, man, what in Harlem Nights with Quick Shot Della Reese. Yeah. And then he looked to the side and he asked, he was like, Robin Harrison was like,
"You have to shoot the lady pinky toe off."
Tony said, "Shoot me." I shot him.
Come on, quick. All right, let's be quick about this.
I did run home after I shot him, though. I did do that.
I'm sure you did. Oh, yeah. I had to go to the hospital. I still remember that.
You went to the hospital?
What? Shot me in
Man,
the
he
leg,
tender,
dog.
man.
It was like right there in the inside, like inside thigh. Like
Well, you said it was a pellet, not a BB, though, right?
I think it was a pellet. Yeah, it was a pellet. It wasn't a BB gun. Pellet gun.
But you low-key got shot, Chico.
Technically, I got shot.
Yeah, man of a million stars, boy. For real. Most interesting man in the world.
Go to the hospital for a BB gun.
See how he changed it up? Look, see how he changed it up? It just down.
I'm gonna go out here and put a scoop of. I'm gonna put a scoop of ice cream out here on the sidewalk and call it Chico. Man, this joke is soft, man. This joke went to the hospital for a BB gun.
Chico,
it used to be funny to me. My teammate used to call people he thought was soft. Man, that's old syrup sandwich right there. You old syrup sandwich. That ice cream, that soft serve ice cream might have taken the cake though.
Chico, hey, what they do in the hospital, Chico?
Laugh.
Did they remove it?
They laugh.
Did they go in?
Hey, go in the exam 3 and look at that little boy with the BB.
They pushed me around the hospital and said, "Look, y'all, he in here for a BB shot. Look at him. Look." Nah, for real, it was a pellet gun. I remember them putting some. They treated it and put this brown stuff. I'll never forget. Looked like some wax or something. They put that on there. I don't know what it was. You know, I just remember it. And they put it on there. It burned, and then they patched me up. I think I don't know if they had
patch you up.
That badly broke the skin, man.
Yeah.
You got
to get it out.
Hey, wait, you got the scar, Chico?
Yeah, but I can't show you. It's on my inside thigh. Pause.
I ain't know I just asked. I ain't know you said
it.
Yeah,
like on the inside thigh.
How he shoot you there?
Wow. You just went to the
barely see it now.
You want to go to the doctor so they can see your wee wee. You get shot.
This guy here, man.
I shot a joker probably a good 20 feet away. It barely went through his shirt and broke the skin. And we all laughing. And this joker done called the ambulance. Over BB. She got they had you in a wheelchair, you bandaged up.
Man, can you imagine how mad his mama was when she got that hospital bill? Boy, you went to the emergency room for a BB.
It was a pellet gun once again. Okay, different. It penetrated the skin. I mean, not the skin. It actually went in. Yeah,
it patched me up.
Let me get
like
up out of here,
Vietnam or something.
You know what? I done turned into a neighborhood that only has one way in, one way out. Let me back up out of here now. Get the hell up out of here. Stop talking about me right now. Let's talk about something else.
I was just look. You asked about Father's Day. I said we went out and shot BB guns. You're like, I got shot with a BB gun. You did.
It went something like that. But all right, guys. So what are we doing?
His inner thigh. What your legs are doing over, Chico?
Look at my guard.
Hey, I would draw the question. Jury disregard. I would draw the question.
Penetration pause.
Boy, Chico started early, boy.
This is how some people die, worried about being clowned. Exactly. Some people say, I ain't going to the hospital. They're going to talk about me, man. Yeah. Take your butt to the hospital, get that properly checked out and patched up so you can go home and go do what you got to do, man.
Well, I will say this. Well, Chico did get tough because I ain't meet a ton of people with credible stats that play tight end on D1 level. So, hey, buddy, you figured it out for sure.
All right, guys.
What?
I appreciate it, Dukes. I think I need to say thank you on that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to the chat. We got about
Wayne
200
Morgan.
people in here watching right now.
Wayne Morgan said playing war with your thighs out is nasty work.
Why my thighs got to be out to get shot
in the thigh? Ain't
no have to be out.
Went through no jeans.
And then
tough skins from Sears Roebuck. Ain't no pellet went through them Huskies.
Pellet went through those jeans, boy. He'll stay on you, boy.
You had on some short shorts when you got shot in the thigh.
Well, it was the 80s, so I probably did have on those short shorts. Playing in the summertime.
He saw the barrel of the gun. He said, I knew it was all bad.
Hey, we're gonna do a movie.
It was actually my cousin.
Hey, You know that movie started out Dukes?
Yeah.
Well, you're probably wondering how I ended up here. This is how the story goes. They're going to have Chico in the hospital with his inner thigh bandaged.
It's gonna go to this. It's gonna go to this scene right here. No, this is how I got to this point. It's gonna have me smiling, have y'all smiling. This is how I got to this point right here with these two guys. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm passing the ball now. I'm passing the ball.
No, straight
when
up,
the doctor put the bandage on that he signed it SWWD.
He went back to it.
Nah, for real, Chico. I don't want to laugh at your plight, man. I apologize. If that was a traumatic situation, Chico, I apologize, bro.
That's right, White Porter. You have to work hard to tell the tough skins. Chico got some tough skins trying to make like a pellet came through their hem. Ain't no way.
Right. If I had on some of them JCPenney blue jeans, it probably would have been safe. Think about it. So what we doing, man? What are we talking about next? You got to get above Chico.
Hey, Father's Day was good. How was your Father's Day, Chico?
My Father's Day, it was great. Like I said, I'm still recovering from, we went back to the water park, just in case you got a problem with that. We went back to the water park, even though we have beaches all around us. The water park is quicker to get to and a lot more things. And I found out they had a gym there also, a basketball court. So I'll be shooting some hoops, as Unc would say. But when I walked in yesterday, I saw some guys shooting. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go over here and be the Shaq of the league over here.
Yeah. You got off?
I'm gonna go. No, I didn't play with him. I didn't play with him yet, but I plan to go back and be like Shaq. If you know what I mean. When I walked in there, everybody looked like, "Oh, is he playing?" I got him.
They want to pick you. Yeah, and then all you gotta do, Chico, if you have a bad game, just talk about how you got shot in the hood of Selma in your thigh.
Oh man, hush, man.
They got no lift no more.
But the point is, they don't have it's not like a 24-hour gym basketball players. It's not, of course, not a hood basketball, players in there. It's more like a bunch of guys you could just dominate. You know what I mean? A bunch of Uncle Neelys up in there. No, it's a bunch of Uncle Neelys on the court I saw, Duke. So
Chico,
I got
we
real
know what you mean, Chico. Just stop before you make it racial.
All right. Can we talk about some Colorado football, please?
Let's do it.
Please. That boy crazy, man. Boy, Chico. Hey, man. But hey, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all two are the most entertaining. I'm just grateful I get to be here, bro. To be honest, man, when I come watch y'all on Sundays, Thursdays, bro. Y'all boys are really real deal. I be thinking y'all related sometime, man. It's real. It's genuine, dog. For real, man. For sure.
Got to be.
Yeah, Chico.
If I related to Chico, I'd change my last name.
Oh man,
you would never know I related to her.
Oh man, but y'all boy crazy, man. All right, Colorado, great.
He one of those cousins. He one of those cousins you don't claim right there. Oh, now this is a family friend.
Chico, one of them family members that move a long way from home and don't ever go back. Oh wait, that did happen.
It's called being a father.
It's called being a father.
Hey Chico, you high five on the street, Chico. You high five on the street.
Yeah, what we do is stay at home and rip the hood, and hello. I've already seen that.
We don't know if Chico moved or got ran off.
Never that. Don't even know.
Never that, huh, Chico?
Never that.
Yo, you got ran off on the BB gun when he got shot in the thigh. You ran off there.
That was a cousin. I told you that was a cousin.
That was your cousin?
Cousin. Yeah.
She didn't tell us it was your cousin.
You said she.
Yeah, it was a girl cousin.
You had.
Oh, you ain't saying that, man.
What that matter?
It matters.
What's supposed to be like? Oh, I got shot by another gangster in the hood. Like what?
Chico, if you don't recognize that getting shot by a BB gun, one thing.
No, pellet gun.
Shot by a cousin, another thing, and getting shot by a female cousin is another thing. You like.
I'm thinking it's somebody you might not, you don't know for real. What she shot? Why did she shoot you?
Man, we like probably 10 years old or less. A lot of stuff happened to me when I was pause. A lot of things happened in my life before 10 years old, just so y'all know.
Ain't no pause, man. Go ahead.
So yeah. Yeah, she shot me.
What game was y'all playing?
I don't remember, dog. I just
Shoot the
remember
cousin
looking
we
over
don't
there.
like.
I just remember looking over there, seeing the
Hey,
gun pointing at me. The next thing I know, I hear fire. You know,
hey,
oh,
y'all, let's play shoot the cousin we don't like. Okay.
You ain't never talked. Did you ever talk to her again, Chico?
yeah.
You ain't never asked her, like, "Man, why you shoot me?"
I don't remember that part. Duke, I don't remember. I promise you, I don't. Crazy. I remember getting shot and being at the hospital. And honestly, I don't know what happened. You know what? I do remember going back out there and trying to play. But they was like, nah, you can't play with us.
I
Damn,
Like,
get shot again. She's still out there.
yeah, she's still out here.
Was she a real cousin or play cousin?
Yeah, it's my first cousin.
Bro, you ain't never asked her what she shot you for?
Maybe we should call her and ask her.
Yes.
It'd be funny if she'd be like, cuz, we played the game called but shoot the cousin that we don't like.
Boy, that boy had pain freak, boy.
We played fish in the barrel.
Man, I had no idea. All right, man.
All right, dog. Colorado football, man. Week 3 now has started for strength and conditioning under Andrew Swayze, strength and conditioning coach, hired by Coach Prime. Also a big week, Colorado football for recruitment and official visits. Got some guys coming in this week, the 18th and through the 22nd. It's going to be a huge weekend. Some of the dudes are coming in, are big time dudes. They were looking to close on them, man. So they got camps this week as well. You got the OLDL camp, specialist camp, and 707 this week. Then after that, take a little quick little break going into July. But business as usual in Colorado this week. Strength and conditioning, recruit visits, high school recruit visits, and also camp taking place, man. Duke, when you look at what you have seen these first 2 weeks doing strength and conditioning, and even the camps, even the outreach stuff's been happening, what are your takeaways?
Yeah, one, I love the energy. And even just talking to some of the players, they're having a good time. They earn their weekend. They talk that's one of the things that I was hearing about Friday. Like, oh man, we got that weekend. And it's not that they're skipping out on the work, or like they were happy to have they didn't want to get better. It's that it was something that they could earn this early in the season. It set a goal, knock the goal down, enjoy the rewards. And I think that's important psychologically for the season. You set a goal, Big 12 championship. Now you're gonna knock the goal down. And I think that's kind of and you're starting that early. So seeing how active the linemen are, I love that to see, and not just the offensive linemen, but the defensive linemen. Seeing the defensive linemen run as much as they are, just to say it, and the amount of just straight up core work we're seeing, right? Core work is so important because that's really like the base, is really the foundation of the body. And we talk about being able to sustain 4 quarters of football, Power 4 football, and we saw the games that we lost last year, that Colorado lost. There was always a deficiency when it came to the trenches, especially as the game went on, if that started early. So basically, they weren't able to plug any leak last year once it was started. When somebody chipped away at you early with that run, it got worse. And so I think by seeing the guys in the trenches work on their endurance and their cores this early in the season, I love it. And I think the Colorado, the arrow is pointed, it's super in the right trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
You go. Same question to you. What are your takeaways 2 weeks in?
Yeah, I like what he said. Duke just said about the core. I just want to piggyback off that because that's, like you said, so important. The foundation, as we saw Coach Swayze say, that connects your upper and your lower bodies, and that can really, really be a difference throughout this season. Like Duke said, they're working on it so early and taking it serious. A lot of times, like when I play, I could just speak for myself, sometimes you could kind of just skip over the core and not take it as serious, just doing your workouts and kind of doing it and talking to your teammates while you're laying on your back, doing that. And if your strength coach don't stay on top of that and make sure you're focused, some people can just ease through the ab work and not really get that. These guys look like they're taking it serious. And that's like that foundation when building a house or anything, that core work. And we've seen them working on that. And I'm loving it. I think that's going to show his head during the season, endurance-wise and fourth quarter-wise. Less penalties throughout the season also. I don't think we'll be one of the most penalized teams this season because of all of the work that's being put in right now. You're investing it right now. and they're putting it in, and I think it's going to show on the outside once this season starts.
Yeah, I love y'all's analysis there. I'm gonna take it a slightly different way, even though I'm in concurrence with you. For me, Chico and Dukes, let's make Ab work like it's equipment, right? Y'all have been to many football camps, participating when you played, high school, college ball, or going as an agent. Like you've been to camps, and when you walk out on that field, you see a big pile of footballs, you see a pile of tackling dummies, you see agility ladders, and you see sleds, and you open the doors for 50 kids to run out there, and don't none of them run toward them sleds.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Let me say it again. You open the door for 50 kids to run out there, don't none of them run toward them sleds. Someone has to be coached into that. Like you have to be navigated toward that. You have to be motivated to do that. It's almost like a dog. A dog has a natural instinct to survive. So if you have a dog that's not trained, he gonna bark. But when 3 people come in the building with bats, he backing up. He going under the couch. You have to train a dog to attack. That's not a natural instinct. Them sleds ain't a natural instinct. Ab work ain't no natural instinct. You got to want to do it, be made to do it to the point that you love doing it. Just like when you see that dog get trained, he love biting that biting pad now. Now he just, And so you see that with these guys in this core work, like they absolutely love it now, but it had to be trained into them. And speaking of that training in them, man, one of my biggest takeaways, and I mentioned this to Paul Chico.
No, I'm just laughing at your train.
That's what I said.
Sound like
Selma train. Let me tell you this, Chico.
Coordinate.
Yeah, you got to coordinate. Chico, my biggest takeaway from all this, and I said it the other night on Uncle Chico Live, and I asked you the Dukes in a rhetorical question. When we just gonna trust Deion Sanders, man? How many gold jackets, trophies, accolades, football acumen, and achievements a guy got to make before we just go like, maybe he right? Because I remember, and this is not when somebody say they love pizza, that don't mean they hate chicken. Shout out to every variation of strength and conditioning staff that Coach Prime has had since he was at Jackson State. I've seen guys go on to Nebraska from him, going to the NFL from him. Coach Mo is now at FAMU doing an internship with the Houston Texans. Wish everybody well. But I remember when Coach Prime made this change and everybody was up in arms. Everybody couldn't believe it. And then when Coach Swayze spoke to the team, everybody's like, oh, who is this guy? Who is he talking to him like that? Now you done put the batter in the bowl, put the ingredients in, stirred it, threw it in the oven at 350, and everybody smelled that cake that's coming out. Oh, it's with you all the time. No, you wouldn't. Because you ain't once upon a time, 3 months ago, you didn't believe it. But when you see what's taking place now, and when you see what's going to take place, as Duke talked about, in these fourth quarters of these tight games when we got to stop the run, this is when it took place. Number one.
Yep.
Number two.
You got to make them investments right now. And this is where that confidence is built. So look at the face, the look on the face of Yaya right here. That's confidence. That's being in shape. And Coach Swayze said that also, that you guys are in shape now. You know, your mind is a little bit different now. When you are out of shape and you're doing certain things and you're working out and you get halfway through your workout, you make different decisions when you're out of shape. That line, you know, you're like, dog, might not be able to get all the way to that line. You start, some people start doubting themselves, So
Chico, it's an old saying. I don't know who originated, but fatigue will make cowards of us all. You do not want to fight when you're tired. That has to be trained into you. You have to learn that your body will follow your mind. And the only way that happens is you have to be put in those situations because you're not going to choose to be put in those situations.
Exactly.
Like no one is going to volunteer like, oh, let me go down here and do the hard shit. Like somebody has to say, hey, you said you want to be a champion, right? Yes, sir. Well, we got to go do championship stuff. We got to do stuff that nobody else is doing. We got to do it longer than they do it, pause, harder than they do it, pause. We got to do stuff no one else is doing if we want to get the results that other people, say they want. Hey, Super Chat got by us real quick, Chico.
Hold on. If that wasn't true, what you just said, you would have former athletes, once they're done with team activities and their eligibility is up and such, you'll have them continuing to stay in the same shape. What I mean is, you don't have former athletes or anyone out there just going to go out there and say, I'm about to run 200
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
2200s. No. Your
No.
strength coach got to put that on there. You got to say, oh, that's what we got today. Because you're not going to wake up and say, this is what we. No, dog. I thought about that yesterday. Listen, I thought about that yesterday, and my calves are still locked up right now. That's all I got to say. Like Duke said, I can't even sprint.
Have you tried injecting them with a BB?
No, I didn't do that. Didn't do that. I'll say that for you. You tried and let me know how.
Look, Chico. Let me tell you this.
You try first.
Let me tell you this. If I don't steal on you and I see you, I'm definitely gonna shoot you. One or the other gonna happen. Reverend BJ Nelson, $5 super chat. Both bodied by Swayze. Pause. I love when the Rev do a pause.
The Rev, hey man.
Hold on. The Rev did a pause. Reverend BJ Nelson hit us with a pause. Reverend BJ Nelson, $5 super chat. Rev say, body by Swayze. Pause.
That's my type of Rev.
We're going to show the strength of the line. Going to be some fights fall camp. Big 12 trial. I agree with the fights fall camp because
most definitely.
The line in the trenches is gonna go at it, baby. I cannot wait, Rev BJ Nelson. Hey, Rev, appreciate that support from the Yay area and that shout out to the pulpit for real. We'll never forget that one.
And you have a lot of guys transferring coming in, former starters. There's going to be and mainly on that offensive and defensive line. You got a bunch of former starters coming in. They're going to have to be fighting for their position. And it's a situation where I don't know him for real. Like I'm just meeting him this year. So it's not like I have a whole report with him like we're going to brother-in-law. No, this is damn near like a NFL type camp because you have guys really fighting for their positions. And they're going to be literally fighting.
Deuce and Chico, what John Gruden told him? He said, y'all sitting here and y'all pursuing y'all dreams. Y'all looking at it wrong. We pursuing nightmares. Because for you to make it, you got to give another man a nightmare. You got to take his job. Yep. You got to take the way he feed his family. You got to take the way he trying to bless his kids. Like, it ain't about your dream. It's about causing somebody else's nightmare. Hey, give a couple quick shout outs in the comments about Swayze. Julia Smith says, I was Neely. They was bullying me, calling me a hater for loving the hire. The Texas Truth said, not me. I Googled him immediately. And when you Google Swayze, saw what he did in Miami, easy to know what he brought to the table. Jaden V, after Coach Swayze first time talking to team, I knew he was straight. Shonda Woodson Prime has shown he hires up and it only gets better. That's my point right there, Shonda. Like, he don't miss. In the heat of adversity.
He don't miss.
He don't miss. I appreciate it. Snoop Dogg, you was with me.
I'm with you on Snoop. Shout out to the boss dog. Dukes. Hey, Dukes. Oh, real quick, rewind. First of all, shout out to the Peckos, the Mata Peckos. His sons will be some of those recruits that's coming in this weekend. So shout out to them. Big boys on that defensive line. He has two of them, one a junior, one a senior, if I'm not mistaken, Joseph is. So they'll be coming in and that's going to be highlighted by a couple of other guys too that'll be there that Dukes can probably let us know about. But I wanted to also ask Dukes about the WNBA that we'll go to also with Angel Reese getting her hair pulled and how she reacted and how fans reacting, calling her all type of names for this. So where you want to go first, Dukes?
Let's go Colorado since that's where we at. But yeah, to talk about, I did want to highlight some stuff about what the recruiting that Coach Hart's doing. So it's a couple guys that'll be here right now, and I know Isaiah Williams is a high 4-star. They compare him to Smile Monday, who's one of my guys that I mentor. And I know for a fact that they fought to get this official visit weekend, and nobody thought, like in the industry, nobody thought that they were going to get this visit. Now, it's not a big deal because it's just a visit, but understanding how Colorado recruits, how they plant seeds early and they finish strong during the season, you'll see those groups start to come into the games, and then you'll see recruits start to commit as the season goes on. I think getting these linebackers, two linebackers in particular, Rodney Colton is on the way as well. Rodney Colton, he's out of Noonan. They thought he was going to transfer into my area, but he didn't. I've been knowing this kid since 9th grade. I'm telling you, straight dog. For him, the two linebackers that are brought to campus this week, those were two huge OVs to get. especially when there wasn't a ton of buzz about Colorado. Everybody's talking about Tennessee for Rodney Colton. Everybody's talking about Texas A&M for Isaiah, and Georgia's on him. It's not like he's one of those guys who's like, he's just people fell off of him. Nah, he a dog, bro. And so I wanted to give a shout out to Coach Hart and the recruiting staff. When I did talk to the recruiting staff, a lot of people said, no, well, they're just going to recruit the portal. No, they are not. The number that they're looking to bring in this year is between 18 and 20. So if they hit that number, that'd be a good thing. And, but they're not going to take 18 and 20. They want the right 18 to 20. But what it shows you is that they brought, what it tells me is that what they brought in the transfer portal weren't just guys that were ready this year. They brought in some guys that are going to be ready next year as well. So a lot of people are seeing guys who play multiple positions, but they're not looking at how much time they have to play. You got guys who are going to be here 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. So this year, you might get your feet wet, and then next year is your turn. When you think about the Slaughter, you think about Terrence Love, guys who have multiple years who may not have had the opportunity at some of these other institutions. You bring them here and you bring them to Colorado, allow them to fight it out. And I think the part of it that a lot of people, because there was a lot of trash being talked, like, oh, this guy doesn't have any snaps and this guy doesn't have this. These guys were already recruited by this staff in different places. Corey Phillips was at LSU. Right. Box, and then they were him and Box were at Vanderbilt, I believe, together. Like, these guys were in. George Hageman was on the Under Armour circuit. He knows literally every lineman. There was not a matter of fact. I put you on the spot. Do you remember when I came out there and I got a chance and me and Hageman got to talking, and every lineman I asked him about, he knew.
Yeah, because he's also a part of that Under Armour /IMG.
Man,
like they got a pipeline.
Yeah, for sure. Like, so when you think about the guys who may not have had all of the production that you want from a transfer, there's been a ton of research done on the guys that have been brought in already. So to bring it back full circle, the way you'll see Colorado recruit this year is going to be really, really strategic and specific. You're going to bring in guys who can help now, but you're also going to bring in guys at positions where you'll say, well, we already got this amount at this position, or we got a transfer here, or we don't have anybody here. They're placing pieces and they're recruiting based on needs, not just for next year, but also for the future.
Absolutely, Dukes. One of the things you touched on at the beginning of that excellent breakdown is something I want to go back to and get you to expound on from this 30,000 foot view, if we will, because it's not just about, the end game, right? Getting these guys. I want to go back to the beginning of it, because what you articulated there, Dukes, is these are dudes who 2 years ago, 3 years ago, particularly 4, 5 years ago, wouldn't have thought about stepping foot in Boulder for a visit.
No way possible.
The fact that you're getting them on an official visit, like sometimes, man, you when you're trying to turn around a program and you're trying to make some impact and deep-rooted culture changes, you have to celebrate that the Joker showed up. Yeah. Now that we get them to show up, now let's work on getting them. But the first thing is you're getting people to visit that years ago wouldn't have thought about going to Colorado to see the campus. And so I want you to go back to that part about the caliber of guys who are even just interested in taking an official visit to Colorado.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Rodney Colton, who has one scheduled for this week, freak of nature, been like that since he was 13, 14 years old. He's been one of the guys in the site and a little bit outside of Atlanta, but all the Atlanta kids 1,000% respect him. And years ago, when you looked at his college list, Colorado was nowhere near it. He's been recruited since he was 13, 14 years old. Never Colorado. I mean, even up until last year, you didn't hear a ton about Colorado. This is the other thing that people miss about official visits. To us, or to a lot of guys who've never been on an official visit, it seems like, oh, I would take every visit I can. I would take this visit. I would take that visit. Man, those kids get tired of taking official visits. They really, like, especially now, and they say, oh, well, it's unlimited for the kids. First of all, it's not unlimited for the colleges. And then secondly, you really do get tired. So this is your summer, your last summer with your partners, your last summer with your teammates, your last summer with possibly your girlfriend. Every weekend that you're taking away from your family to go across the country or to go to a place that you already probably are familiar with is important. So for them to take this visit and go to Colorado, we talking about guys from the Southeast that are flying all the way west to Colorado to take this visit. That's important. Here's the second important part of it. With the way the transfer portal is set up, when you bring guys on official visits, I would love to see the stats on guys who actually transfer to schools that they OV to the first time. Because literally there's always going to, not always, but there's a ton of correlation between the team that finished second, the team that finished third, somewhere that I like. This coach was here. I'm going with this coach. I got to go kick it with this coach on my OV. Like literally, I've heard a ton of stories where you recruited me previously. I visited the school already on the OV. Yeah, if I slide, I'm going to Colorado. So I think these official visits and the foreplanning and making sure that you're getting people on campus is super important. And just like you probably heard me say this before, my dad got an old saying: you keep going to the barbershop, eventually you're gonna get a haircut. So you keep these guys on coming to campus, eventually you're gonna start to get them more frequently than we have in the past.
He ain't lying.
And Chico, let me help you out. Barbershop is an analogy. He ain't really talking about the barbershop.
I think you know what? I think you be saying things out loud for yourself to make sure you get it right. That's what it is. He just used me, guys.
In church, they call it a sermon. You should be thankful. And I tell you this, Chico Dukes, you know, as of June 15th, that was the first day which all CU athletic staff members could initiate phone calls and electronic correspondence to individuals who just finished their sophomore year. Those are rising juniors 2027. And moving forward, you can place calls, send text messages. And so why am I saying that? Because per NCAA rules and what you're articulating, Dukes, staying in touch with people matters, even if you don't get them the first time. Because when they get ready to transfer, who they gonna remember? And I remember when Chico used to hit me up, even when I told him I was going somewhere else. Let me circle back over there. And so all that contact matters, even if you don't land in this time with the portal. They get somewhere, they look to other places, they're gonna look to who treated them right on them visits and them text messages, man.
It's all about relationships. Who you know, how you know them. Real quick. That's how Chico ended up at UAB, because the coach that recruited me at UAB, he had ties in Selma. He was a former coach at my high school. So he knew a bunch of people who I knew. He knew the names to call. He knew what to say. And so all of a sudden now I'm looking at this school that I would have never thought about because of this coach.
Yeah.
Simply because of that. So those
and
relationships
Chico,
matter, man.
Would love to hear you speak to this, because you're talking about the coach relationship, and that's 100% valid. But when you get there on that visit, man, your best recruiters are your current players. And when you turn that recruit on to those 2 or 3 players he's going to be with for this weekend, this visit, those are the people where the rubber meets the road and really convince them this is where you want to be. Speak on your experience from that standpoint.
I have a unique one personally, because first of all, being recruited when Auburn or SEC school come into my high school and they ask for me just to come into the office and no other teammate, is a difference when you have another school like a UAB come into the office. They have a coach that has ties there, and they don't just bring you in. They say, hey, man, bring in your buddy. You know, he could play too. I'm like, yeah, he can play. I don't know why these other schools are overlooking him. And now I'm, like I said, considering this school because my buddy can go also. My teammate can go up here also. And we can go together, have this experience together. Well, here's another thing. I ended up going to UAB. I was the main one getting recruited. My other teammate got recruited. I convinced Reggie Glover, who ended up playing and starting at Alabama State, to come there and walk on because I knew the talent that he had. And then another running back came, right? They all came to UAB, 2 on scholarship, 2 walking on. One before December, I ended up in that room alone because Reggie transferred back to Alabama State. One guy couldn't get on the football team, and the other dude practiced one day. And he'd rather be at the strip club in Birmingham than, playing football. So point is,
strip club is the barbershop.
Right. So point is, I was able to recruit them to come up there. And other players, same way, from Atlanta, Southwest DCAB and Doug High School and stuff, they were able to recruit old teammates to come there. So Unc is exactly right, man.
Chico, shout out basketball real quick. Shout out to Ronnie Henderson, Murrah High School here in Jackson, went to LSU in 93 through 96 or somewhere in there. That dude took about 5 people to LSU with him.
Dang.
That's how it works.
And, hey, wait, Chico, none of them athletes.
Wow.
If you want me, my homegirl got a call.
Yep.
If you want me, my boy down the street got a call. So it's like, okay, man, here's your basketball scholarship and 4 other scholarships. So he like,
it can work like that. Certain schools, it'll work like that. You know, Auburn wasn't hearing it at the time. They were like, "We want you. Do you want to come on? You talk about these other folks."
Well, they had 4 other Chicos, so they weren't like.
No, there were no other Chicos nowhere. They had to go to.
I'm sorry, they had
east
4.
side of
I'm
it.
sorry, they had 4 other qualified tight ends. They
You
weren't
can say that.
getting that with that. So
You can say that.
that's why you went
They
to
did
the
have some dogs too. Big shout out to Big Robert Johnson.
Rah.
And rah, Montgomery, Alabama. And what's that white boy number 8, Cooper or something at Auburn?
He got that a little bit. Yeah, Cooper Wallace. He got that a little bit.
Cooper Wallace.
Yeah.
I said, man, they gonna play that dude over there. I ain't going there.
This is what had me cracking up.
What you heard, dude?
I thought this was going to be like a great tale of, you know, man, me and my boys got there and we win, and you know, such and such made the team, and we win, and we went to the Aloha Bowl, and you know, all for us. And my man, the running back came. He was like, man, ain't nothing. He was like, it's just like one of those stories where you think everything finna go right, everything went well, and that jump went like, it started here though.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna go well too, dude.
Yeah.
You know, much success to them. You know what I mean? They went on to do other things, but it just didn't work out there. And I remember being in that room alone, this 4-room dorm room, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we all get in there September, August together. Hell, by Thanksgiving, I'm in that room alone. I'm like, damn.
Like Will Smith.
Like Will Smith.
Yeah,
I'm at this school that I didn't really want to go to. Alone, all my homeboys gone. That was crazy.
And you like they said a long time ago in the chat, Chico, UAB, get you a Bible and go to that Bible school.
University of ass backwards. That's what we said. All of a sudden, Dukes. I see Carter Webb in the chat. Yep, we go left. Never right.
That was a good one though, Chico, man.
Yeah, but point is, you recruit. I'm saying players are the best recruiters on the team.
Yeah, man. I mean, don't forget when Jesus Shuttleworth went on to the big state, Red Fox recruited him, put 2 of them on him.
That happened too. That happens also. Yes, indeed. I had a great recruiter, man.
No.
I had a great recruiter.
No.
Anyway, go ahead.
Chico, don't. I know how bad you want to. Do not. Chico.
Oh, he used to have her calling me every
day.
Now go ahead. He can't, man. Look, he pounding his way out that door. Go ahead, Chico. What happened?
Excuse me. All right.
That's Chico.
Chico, for real, though. Professional, I'm asking you, not today on this show, Chico.
I'm not. Oh, I promise you, I'm not. I'm trying to find somewhere else to go. Why is PayPal calling me? Is that real?
That's what you got her stored as. You don't remember storing her PayPal?
Hello?
I'm gonna store you as PayPal. How much money I be sending you?
They used to call her PayPal. The lines and times of Chico. Unc, save us, Unc. Get us out of this. Get me. Save us.
Shout out to Angel Reese. I saw where she was the youngest player to get triple doubles.
Oh yeah.
Chico said he got triple double.
Let me say this, man. Let me say this. Y'all gonna get mad. Y'all gonna get mad at me. Y'all gonna get mad at me.
Oh my God.
But when you got 15 rebounds and 10 of your rebounds are the 10 shots you missed and you got the rebound and put it back, I'm just not impressed, dog.
Leave her alone, Day.
Man, she said she liked the term me bounce. They call them me bounce. She said, I like the term me bounce because if they had to create that for me, I must be doing something. That was what she said.
Be doing something right. Yeah, shout out to her, man. Get them rebounds. I used to do that too. I'm not saying intentionally or anything, but I always said if I'm shooting a layup and I'm going to be the first one to know I miss it. You know when you miss a layup, you're like, damn. So you should be the first one to get up and get the rebound. That's what I used to always think. So
yeah,
I'm with her on that, dog. Do your thing, Angel Reese. First time getting the triple-double out there.
Right, man. I mean, the stat is a stat. Hey, Big Pitt, man, it is a small world. Yeah, Ronnie from right here in Jackson About 3-4 years younger than me, but he hooped over in Murray, man. Ronnie Henderson, Lindsey Hunter, James Robinson, all them cats went pro from Murray. Murray was a basketball powerhouse in Jackson. But I want to say Ronnie was born on the coast before he moved to Jackson, though. Shout out to Big Pit, small world, man.
Oh yeah. We saw Steve Jackson in the Big Three. Yeah, they was bucking this. Everybody was bucking this weekend. Like Angel Reese, the girl pulled her hair. She wanted to fight him.
Right. And Dwight Howard and Lance Stevenson getting into it. Dwight Howard's now in the Big Three.
I've never seen two dudes fight that clearly didn't want to fight.
Yeah. Like, first of all, Lance, why
the one that want to fight, man?
Why are you running up on Dwight Howard anyway? Like, what you doing?
Then they laying on behind the basket. What are y'all doing back there, man? Y'all like Chico
Dwight thought he was gonna swing on him.
Legs on top of each other. What are y'all doing, man?
The White did like this. Thought he was gonna swing on him. That's one of those but I don't want to jump because people watching, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that was that.
Yeah, man.
I think Dwight be doing some taekwondo or something like that.
He does.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, I'm telling you, that was some karate stuff, man. I'm telling you, like,
and he's too strong to run up on. He's not a guy you run up on, no matter how mad you get. You just point your finger at him and bag up off him. All right.
No, you got to test that chin. Pause.
Right. Bet that.
Pause. No,
that chin.
Out of those 20 losses Unc had, I'm sure he done that before. Walked away like this. All right.
Chico, you ain't never fought nobody bigger than you?
Yes.
You lost every time?
Not by choice sometimes, but yes.
You lost every time?
No.
Okay then.
Hell no.
You won every time?
In my head.
You screened and freeze.
No.
You screened and freeze.
I didn't win every time. Nope.
Yeah, because nothing else. You lost. You got shot. Took you to the hospital.
That was a family dispute.
Hey, what's your girl cousin name?
He said it's a family dispute.
Yeah, that's a family issue. Handle that on the inside.
Hey, what was your girl cousin had a nickname? She had your girl cousin had a nickname?
No.
What was her name?
We just called her by her name.
Little
Shooter. I'm not gonna call her name out here. Yeah,
you call
Little Shooter out there. And I learned from it, Dukes. You learn from things. Not to do that again. So not on here, I'm not gonna do that again. Oh, show that merch one more time. Let me see that merch, dog. You're looking nice over there. You're looking real nice over there. You know?
Yeah, that's hard.
Turn the wrong way.
I hate his face. Hey, put the merch up on the screen, Chico. I love the morning run merch. We got more morning run merch that's about to be added to the site. Chico, throw the merch up because we over hour. We got to get out of here anyway. So y'all see what to do. Go to uncandchico.myshopify.com. And he still don't want to put when I said put up, he just do what the hell he want to do.
Because this is the ones I have preset, and you come asking for something that's not preset. Now I got to go and shop for it.
Boy Scout motto is be prepared.
I didn't do Boy Scouts. They used to do a bunch of weird stuff, you know.
Weirder than your coach dug out. Like I know damn well.
A lot weirder than that. I heard it was the headquarters were in Mississippi back in the early 80s, and that's when the height of it, the touching of things were going on. When you were the president, when you were the scout leader. I'll be the leader. I'll be the leader. Dude, what you looking at over there, Schefter?
Oh, man, pretty interesting.
I ask you that.
Yeah.
Anyways, once again, man, great weekend in sports. We got more coming up for you guys.
I can get my morning run shirt on the screen.
Let me see, man. Goodness gracious. Let me see how I can pull this up now.
Chico, you got attention deficit disorder.
Maybe.
I know I do. Ooh, hey, that's cold blooded.
Oh,
Chico got a black girl to model it for us.
Man, Shuttlesworth. That boy Shuttlesworth, Chico Shuttlesworth.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so we have merch. Y'all can go to the shop right now, Unc and Chico shop, or Unc and Chico my shop. Shopper, what is it? Shopify.com. Let me get it right, dog. I'm gonna get it right at some point. shirt right here that Unc can't wear.
Would never
I'll make
wear it.
sure I get y'all some.
Big dog energy.
Good energy.
Oh, boy, go
I
to
don't
that
need
for
no
what we
niggas
doing.
if
Go
you
to
need.
that for what we doing shirt.
What we doing shirt? Oh,
Yeah,
nah.
Chico. Yeah. I told y'all what he doing. You gotta tell Chico no. But look, you ready to party right there.
Mhm.
It's like he ready to party.
You gotta tell
We have
Chico
more
no.
stuff coming now. I
Yeah,
like
man,
these
a lot of
classic
stuff coming,
Funkadelics.
man.
Got one with the pregame logo on this one right here too coming, and one with just Funkadelic on it.
Hey, that's hard.
This one might be limited edition right here, so y'all make sure y'all get it now. You said that's hard, Duke.
Yeah, it's hard.
I like that simple Funkadelic style logo too. Kind of remind me of the Chronic Dr. Dre back in the day.
Yeah, it does.
Like that. Yeah. So get y'all.
Y'all
some,
make sure
man.
y'all
Look
check
at that,
it
hey, bro,
out.
look at that
Chico
jacket.
going.
Oh, look at that. What's that, a hoodie?
Yeah,
Which
man.
one?
Yeah.
This one?
Everything that you see is going to eventually have a hoodie as well. So
Mhm.
there'll be a morning run hoodie, Funkadelic hoodie.
They all coming. Got the Unk style crop hoodies right here to show your belly button right here, guys. Get y'all some.
Man, look, let me tell the chat something right now. When me and Chico was developing this merch, and I said we got to get hoodies, Dukes.
Mm.
That joker fought me. I had to just go ahead and give in. He said, can we get a hoodie to show my belly button? I was like, Chico, like, we need full length hoodies, man. Like, but man, I've been working on my abs. I want to show my navel piercing. All right, Chico, for a limited time only, you can put the cutoff hoodies on there. So
Man.
make sure y'all order now. If you want your belly button out, click that one.
Hey, working never twerking is stupid hard.
More coming. More coming. You can get you a sticker too to put on your phone or your desk, something like that. You know what I mean?
Or the
With the
stop
morning
sign in
run
your
crew.
neighborhood. Just litter it up out there.
Put
We
that
want to see
gas
that sticker
station.
everywhere.
Yeah. Put it at the pump.
I used to do that when I was promoting my parties and stuff. I
Yeah.
felt like this was I used to be like
guerrilla marketing, baby.
guerrilla marketing. I used to be like, man, I know people gonna see this. I put them at the gas station pumps. I have my little tape in my car, my nice flyers, no paper flyers. I used to get the thick ones, the car stock, right?
Yeah.
Put them up on the gas station, tape them up.
Look,
real
I
nice.
get them stickers.
What?
Give me a roll of them stickers, and I hit every drive-through in town and stick it on their window without them
There
knowing.
you go. Yep. Drive through, and I'll ride back through the next day, see if it's still there. Be like, yeah, it's still there. Yeah. I'll be mad when I pull up and it's gone. Like, man, what are y'all hated? Who
I
hated
put
on my
it right
party,
back there.
dog?
I put it right
Go
back.
right back. Smash that thing. Another spot. Mailboxes. Those community mailboxes
Mm-hmm.
where everybody go to one spot.
Yeah,
Bam.
project mailbox.
Project mailboxes. Flood those. You feel me? I was like, oh, that's my hustle.
Why you gotta do it like this, Chico? Why you gotta do it like that?
You flood them. You pass them out. Hey, shout out. Hey. Yeah. Oh, Chico, I'm coming to your party. I heard about your party. Yeah, here you go. Bam. Tell your girlfriend to come too. That's how we did it, baby.
Take us out, Chico.
Did I go too far?
No, just trying to stop you before you do.
Okay. Man, we already over an hour. Great. Let me go eat my breakfast. Thank you guys for coming out once again. This has been another episode of the Morning Run on the Pregame Network with your main man, Big Dog Chico, and my two co-hosts. Who do we have? I thought y'all said y'all wanted to say y'all name y'allself. Y'all didn't want me to say your name.
I never said that a day in my life.
Okay,
Ever.
well, Dukes the Scoop and Uncle Neely, along with Big
Hey,
Dog
Shooter
Chico,
First
please.
Cousin, if you out there, call me. I got an assignment for you.
She might call you.
You know what this job is? You know what you did before, do it again.
Real quick shout out though. Shout out to my Shooter First Cousin, who is now a grandmother, and her son
is the shooter.
Not her son. Sorry, rewind. Her grandson has
shooter.
been offered by the University of Auburn and Alabama State this past weekend after attending their elite camps, and he's only headed to the 8th grade. Shout out to Jetpack
You
P.
got shot by a grown cousin.
Justin Moorer Jones. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. Preston MJ on Twitter. He's an 8th grade phenom. Just got offered by Auburn. He'll be on Dukes the Scoop radar real quick, like. All right.
Yeah, you got shot by a grown ass cousin.
Yeah, she was older than me.
Much.
Yeah.
She knew what she was doing. There wasn't no childish pranks. Like when I shot somebody, it was hijinks.
Oh, your shooter cousin got a grandbaby?
That's what I'm in the 8th grade.
In the 8th grade?
Yeah. So yeah, she was one of my older cousins.
So you was 10 and she was like 17.
I probably was
Ish. Yep.
8 to 10ish, right around that 7, 8, 10, somewhere up in there.
Oh, she knew what she was doing.
So she was probably like, how old is? Yeah, she was probably, you know,
she was old enough.
She was old enough.
How bad you had to get on her nerves for her to shoot you with a BB gun, and you was an 8-year-old.
Okay, like, am I supposed to feel bad about that? You know what I mean?
Oh,
you should.
Yeah, Chico, what was you doing?
Yeah, I have y'all wanting to shoot me on this show. It seemed like sometimes.
Man,
hey,
look. Y'all respect who got shot. I respect the shooter. Go, cuz.
Golly, man, you ain't that's child abuse, bro.
But Dukes, that's why I was sitting here telling the story. I was like, wait, your cousin that shot you got a grandbaby in 8th grade? Oh, she was grown.
Well, this story get better and better. It's over with now. I'm going to find her.
I thought you got shot by one of your peers. You got shot by your babysitter.
Well, yeah. And you ain't never. That's why he ain't never say nothing.
He was older. Like, you should have known better.
She probably shot you and took you to the hospital. She could drive.
Damn. Let me take you to the hospital for your mama get home. I'm babysitting y'all.
You better, when you get this house, you better say a wall stung you. I'm gonna shoot your ass again if you don't get your life together. Chico, you do need therapy, Chico. Chico, you need help, Chico. You need a little therapy. You need to lay on somebody's couch and talk, man.
Hey man, that's why I come on this show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, baby.
Drop the link again, Chico. That way people ain't got to go back. Let's get out of here. Drop the link again and let's get out of here. And like we said, more merch coming. We got the scoop merchandise coming on. Like y'all just check, refresh the screen. It's coming back. Yeah, we loading up on the merch.
Yep, absolutely. So we appreciate y'all once again, man. Uncle Chico, Dukes the Scoop, the pregame network, the morning run crew is what I'm trying to say. All three of us together. Now, take us out. Anybody want to take us out?
See y'all next time.
Peace to the Middle Ocean, West Coast, but do scoop.
Y'all just do it like that's so bland.
You sound.
All right. Well, I guess we got to get up out of here.
Play that. Who shot you?
They shooting. Made you look.
Boom, 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 boom. Y'all funny now. Y'all funny. Y'all got jokes.
Bad,
okay.
My bad.
Thank y'all. Y'all know what to do. Man. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff.
Hey, chat. Has Chico ever ended the show the first time?
No, because y'all interrupt me.
Oh, that's us. That's
Thank
why
you guys for coming out once again.
That's the shit we got you shot right there.
Another interruption. Thank you guys for coming out once again, joining us on the morning run on the pregame network with badass Uncle Neely and your main man, Fresh as Death, Dukes the Scoop, out of ATL. I'm Big Dog Chico, 27 SEL by way of Hawaii, or Hawaii by way of 27 SEL. However you want to say it. Go to the website and shop. We appreciate y'all joining us. We're going to be up and about this thing. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah, UBSU.
In the thigh. That Joe got shot in his nuts.
Yeah, I got shot in my.
Nick Rose ain't is.
Hey, but man, cut the show. I got to ask you about this.